everybody, welcome to Whiskey-Rut. This is the show where we taste, rate, and review different whiskeys, and today we're going to do 2 scotches, and we thought we'd couple some cigars with those as well. We got our good friend Connor here. He actually picked these up for us. What are we sipping on here?
We're going to do 2 scotches, both made in the Isle of Skye.
Is this just, this is you in a bottle, basically?
This is essentially my life force bottled for your enjoyment and consumption. This is one I picked up. It's the Isle of Skye. It's a blended whiskey, 12 years, so all the blends that were put together were all 12 years aged, and mostly Speyside. What's this one that we had?
This is Talisker Storm. And this is a single malt. This is their 10-year. With this one, you're going to have some of those fruity flavors as well, but also you're going to have the peatiness and that smokiness, which we thought would go really well with the cigar.
Connor, you want to tell us a little bit about what we're smoking on this evening?
These are Rocky Patel, Connecticut. So it's a Perriejo shape, which is sort of your standard cigar shape, but it is a lighter leaf, so it's going to have lower tobacco. I tend to like a lighter leaf just because I don't smoke a lot of cigars.
Yeah. And I'm with you too. I can do the darker leaves, but I don't smoke that many cigars, so let's start off with the Isle of Skye. Fresh crack, 12 years, blended, Speyside.
So, Isle of this guy, I just get fruits.
Light orchard fruit.
That's exactly what I get right away.
I mean, it tastes like something you'd stuff a pie with, right?
Oh, that's
like a
right.
Pastry.
Thanksgiving.
This is like the pastry of scotches. Going in for the sip.
So I'll be honest, with this, I don't know if it's because of the cigar, but I feel like I'm not getting as much of those fruity flavors than I did on the nose.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I taste a lot of peat in that.
You get a little more.
You do
peat.
get some peat in that, for sure.
I kind of get like a sugary caramel as well. You get like
very
the
sweet.
bitter of the cigar. It's like a strong contrast. Then you sip this, and it's like, ooh, it's like dessert.
Well, and some of that's just the fact that you're at the first third of the cigar. You know, because with the second third, you're going to get a lot sweeter taste. And then on the last third, I don't like the last third at all. The smoke gets really thin, and I end up just choking on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. I didn't know it
Interesting.
changed as you went through it.
Yeah.
Oh, see, interesting fact.
So when you're looking at a blend of scotches, you were talking about this earlier, that there's some people who are kind of against it.
There can be some snobbery when it comes to scotch. And people will say, well, I only drink single malts. And I get it to some degree, because blending can be a sort of like hackneyed move to get, you know, a spirit together. If you have a good distiller, a good blender, there is a lot of skill and art that goes into blending. And so if you can blend a bunch of 12-year Speysides together and make something that tastes good, you know, I don't think that should be snubbed. I think there's something to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So when you say like, a lot of people will try to blend to get certain tastes so that you don't have to, like, are they blending so that certain notes show up that wouldn't in another?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so you actually take a bunch of whiskeys, you taste them, you pull out the flavors from each you want, and you say, okay, and then it's a matter of percentage, like what you're going to put, how much you're going to put, and man, I can't even fathom how they do it.
So I honestly, as we're smoking this, I feel like this is a good palate cleanser in a way. So it's not like restarting or anything like that or changing the palate. I feel like it's just a good wash that adds to the cigar a little bit.
All right, distilled on the sea, made by the sea. Why do they call it Talisker Storm?
So it's named because of the settlement in the island of Skye, or the Isle of Skye, that is close to the sea. So this one has some specific notes that we're going to pick up. It's going to be a single malt, so you're going to have obviously the peatiness of the Scotch. You're going to have some of the fruit flavors in there as well, but also some maritime fun, my friend.
Essentially, you're tasting a sea-bearing vessel.
You're drinking a boat.
You're drinking a ship.
That's right.
We're basically captains.
That's right.
Right now.
Of our ship.
On a taste voyage.
Yeah.
I should just stop.
No, you should keep going.
getting real
Keep
weird.
going and see where it's gonna land.
See?
So what do you guys get on the nose here?
I mean, right off the bat, it's definitely peatier than the Isle of Skye.
I do smell the brine. Like that's
Yeah.
that's the first thing that I smell.
You get the brine, yeah.
A little mossy, salty.
Oh,
Ooh, that's like a little peaty, kind of buttery.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I looked at you weird when you said we were drinking a ship. But honestly, I taste the ship.
You taste the ship.
Yeah.
This is a sea-bearing vessel. I think this one pairs better with the cigar.
So this one I'd say might just add more to kind of the peaty smokiness of a cigar, if you will. Like on the back, like I really enjoy the back because that's where I'm getting a little bit of that pepper, and then just like that, just the saltiness.
Salty,
Yeah.
briny.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I feel like the butteriness of this one complements the cigar as well.
I do, yeah.
Like, because you've got the smoke, which kind of, like, again, we're still in that first third,
Yep.
so it's still a little harsh, but that actually kind of mellows it out.
You're right.
Does.
Maybe it's one of those as this gets sweeter. Maybe it'd be good to switch. Like you're drinking the Talisker at the front end.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
About halfway through, it gets sweeter. Drink some Isle of Skye.
Skye.
Let
Yeah.
the whiskey evolve
Yeah,
like the cigar evolves.
that's probably a good idea.
All right, so how do we rate these? If you were to rate these, so our standard barrel rating system, 5 barrels means like the price of the whiskey is way lower than the quality. And then that goes to like a 3, which is like the price equals the quality, and then a 1, it's not worth the money. Leave it on the shelf. Don't
Yeah.
drink it.
So how much were the...
They're both about 40. This is a 10-year. This is a 12-year. This one's a single malt. This is a blended.
So, could be a little off in my assessment, but I'm going to give both of these a 4. I think that with these, you're getting a little bit more than what you're paying for that price. A lot of scotches, I know, can be, once you get into like a 15-year, even a 12-year like a Macallan, like you're paying 60, 70 bucks, 80 bucks for that.
Yeah.
And then obviously as you go in age, it's going to get up there. So I think for this price, you are getting a little bit more for your money.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd agree with that, just as far as the rating goes. That being said, I like the Talisker a lot more than I like the...
And why do you like that?
Isle of Skye. The notes we were talking about earlier, I prefer something that tastes a little smoother, that has a little bit more of that peatiness to it.
Yeah.
It's not that I dislike the other one. It's just I think the Talisker is more stylistically what I
Yes. Connor is definitely like Lefroy, like Ardbeg, like peaty.
Yep.
Connor like
Lagavulin,
Lagavulin, yeah.
Yeah.
He loves that peat.
Yeah.
So I almost knew right away you would probably
Yeah.
like that better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Okay, I can't really say one's better than the other. They're both so different.
They are.
like. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4. I'll give them both a 4.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thanks for joining us for this fireside Whiskey-Rut episode. If you like the content we're making, please hit the subscribe button. You can follow us on TikTok. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on Facebook as well. They're all going to be below down here. As always, if there's any whiskeys you want us to try, let us know in the comments below.
Yes.
And as always,
Get out that rut.